Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Cannavaro. Cole. Lahm. And here's Rooney. Played back in. Davids gets over and intercepts. Zico. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lahm. Rijkaard. Cole. And it's Zico. Chouameni calmly anticipates. Applies the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Milan with the corner. They're first. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Zico. And he's had a hit! And now they can spring out of defence. No goals as yet. And it's Cruyff. Cole. Big header! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Shot could be on. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And he's picked out the run. He's free, he has got space. Chance! And Czech pulls off a sensational save. Knocks it out wide. 5 minutes till the break. Thuram. And he goes cross-field.
Well spotted.
Lahm. Lahm plays it in.
There will be 1 minute.
And they win it back again. Deflected behind for a corner kick. This possibly the last play of the half. the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. And here's Zico. Takes the shot! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, it didn't look... It's Van Basten! Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish of true class! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
And yes, it's him again. So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Pirlo. Davids. And it's Davids. Lam. Saliba cuts it out. Rooney. Oh, played right into his path. Some resolute defending there. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. Rooney. Goulet.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Van Basten. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's well spotted. And that is as far as they're going to go. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Oh, easy pickings there. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Zico. Takes a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Rooney. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Plenty. Mbappe! And that is the last effort of the game. Milan can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Van Basten taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, what more can we say, Peter, about Phil Foden? Described as so good and fundamental to his team and some of the best brains in football have...
Oh no, what has happened here? Good take, and is he in? Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Van Basten. Can he get on the end of this? That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, there's a probing ball. Lahm. Can he get it through? And here's Batistuta. Tries to get it clear. Rijkaard. Zola. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Foden. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And Messi! There it is! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Can he spark a counter here? That is a great pick out. Great chance! He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Van Basten. Milan looking... Romario! Cannavaro is there to clear. And here's Romario. Nice physical challenge. Lahm plays it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the pass is intercepted. He shifted it to the flank. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Filippo Inzaghi. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. And a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the regional police department.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard. Lahm. That's a lovely, neat pass. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It looks a good ball through. And he's found a way past. Tries a shot! They've scored! They're back within reach! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Milan give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Lahm. Pele. Great vision. And he's worked it through. Oh no, this does... Decent chance! Goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Substitution for Milan, number 7, Romario.
So, time for changes
Number
on
26,
both sides, actually.
Targets.
So, one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Coming on the field,
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Messi, substitution.
And they've got a throw. Stood up well to him there.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Can he find the finish? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Lahm. And it's Messi. That's a shade optimistic.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Pinches it off him. Kukçu receives it in a good position here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's gone direct here. He's not got that quite right. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Decent progress down the left. Threads one in. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Messi. Tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Nicely aimed pass. Time added on, 4 minutes. Look at the space here. And that is as far as it goes. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Van Basten taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, it was engaging, if not an edge of your seat encounter, and importantly, it offered the right result.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Begley. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
It's a privilege to see the defensive great that is Franco Baresi.
Absolutely.
A marvellous tactical brain married to good pace and a technical ease.
Mateus. Now De Bruyne. Batistuta. Nesta proves too strong, too smart, and claimed it back swiftly. Van Basten. Zola. Well, that has not gone well. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Casemiro. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Out to the left it goes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a little off target. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cole.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Back into the middle, played out wide. Zola. That's going to go a long way. And he's there to retrieve it. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well timed, excellent interception. Thinks about the shot. Belgium looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive.
It's Van Basten! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Van Basten really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Ball's gone out of play. Zola goes for goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Zanetti. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Mateus cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Aimed beyond the defence. He's had it taken off him. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So your views on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's away. Goes for a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance, but he seems to have rushed the finish.
Zola clears it away. Gives it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Cannavaro is there to clear. Bale puts his foot on the gas. McAllister. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And this is Van Basten. Mateus. And here's Bale. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. McAllister. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Batistuta. And here's Van Basten. Oh, he's burst through. Shapes to shoot! He has done it! And that could well be the winner!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution for Milan, number 25, Soda.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Substitution in progress.
And that has put paid to that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And smartly reclaimed. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
1-0 as we head towards the end. Tonali, Belgium looking to pass their way through.
Belgium really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
Minutes has been indicated.
Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Please make sure to
Bale
watch the
voted
screen for
man of the
information
match
bulletin.
and... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty.
It's Zico! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Played out wide, aimed beyond the defence. And the ball is out of play. Cruyff could try cutting inside here. Ball driven to... He gets big! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Liverpool are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
If they want...
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Threads one in. He can run onto that. Luis Suarez! It's hit the upright.
Suarez really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Rijkaard is there, and he can get that clear. Chiellini, and that is a little undercooked. Knocks it into space. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And a chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Lahm. And now they can spring out of defence. Mateus has it out wide and in space. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Rijkaard. Lahm. Oh, well measured. And he's managed to get free. Tries a shot! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. Half-time getting close now. Now he's off and running. Lahm. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's had it taken off him. Forlan has it in a wide position. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Substitution on the field. Number 16, Vitinha.
Here we go again then.
Neymar. Coming on the field.
Dani Olmo
Number 2,
cuts it out.
Piqué. Number
Forlan
45,
making good progress on the right-hand side.
Substitution in progress.
Dani Olmo really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Oh, that's brilliant from him, because he was so quick to read it.
Cannavaro, a picture of focus and alertness. Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Milan have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Liverpool are looking to go forward. It's Zico! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's only too happy to take that back. Out towards the flank. And it's going to be another one. Milan have their third corner. That's a decent clearance. He's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan get their fourth corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Piqué plays it all the way forward. Lam. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Lam. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, what has happened here? Davids. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. And it's Forlan. Mateus.
Such good technique.
And he's found a way past. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, he's not getting past him there. And no surprise, that's a booking. And this is Cruyff. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Suarez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Can he get on the end of this? Davids into the last 5 minutes. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's there to belt it away. And here's Forlan. He's got away. Here comes the cross. And that is that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Zico claiming the Man of the Match award. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Now that's well seen too. And it's Zico. Oh, this looks sharp. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's travelling a long way. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well timed, excellent interception. Thuram couldn't squeeze it through. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's a lovely, neat pass. Quality ball. Now, can they get him away? Zico.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Inzaghi. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. And he's gone looking for safety. Ronaldinho. Can he finish? Goal! Borussia Dortmund! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Borussia Dortmund have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And he's on his way! Real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, no joy this time. Thuram.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now it's Van Basten. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Great, but shot a goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cole really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan with the corner. They're first. A header! It's bounced back off the post. Thuram picks it up from the goal kick. Cole!
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the action is back on the way.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Looking to play him in. And he cuts out the supply. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Lahm.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's De Bruyne. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. Looking for options for movement. Picked out brilliantly. Poor, robust challenge.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan are very much in the game and matching the opposition.
Romario! And it's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square. He's tried one! And he's only too happy to take that back.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's De Bruyne. Lovely, now then. Shoots! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
And now they can spring out of defence. Leicester makes the interception. It's Inzaghi! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Lahm stood his ground strongly. No, couldn't quite control it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
And it's been taken short. Zico gets into some space. Oh, smashing header! The last act of a game which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Romario picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
We have already started here.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members maybe, but definitely one of the most important.
Dani Olmo running with the ball.
Rijkaard.
Zola. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Kukçu. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
First quarter of an hour gone.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And he's played it back.
That's good.
Gordon! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Gordon has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Dani Olmo. Oh, it's Van Basten. Turns back here, probably the best option. Lahm. Cannavaro. Lahm. Lahm drives forward on the overlap. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's a sharp pass. Messi, he's picked his way through. And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short, tries to play it through. Now it's Van Basten. Cannavaro. Roberto Carlos. Passes short and sharp. Gordon! Gordon! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Gordon actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Spain have their second corner now. Messi goes short. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one. Now that is a hefty challenge. Dani Olmo. Rice. No way through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi. And Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Here we go again.
Milan really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they...
Gordon! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lam. The ball has bounced loose now. Tries to pass it. Great chance! That is special! Gareth Bale!
And you know, this could well prove to be a pivotal moment in the match too. One of the star names scoring an absolute cracker to change the complexion of this second half. In front once more and with momentum. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Cannavaro, the man that is tenacity personified. Out for a throw. Over to the other side.
Well spotted.
And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's really well manoeuvred. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Davids. That is good alertness. Into the last quarter of an hour. Nicely weighted ball. Messi has it out wide and in space. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Nice physical challenge. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, well measured. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Substitution in progress.
And that's definitely not his best.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Takes a shot! Really well taken goal. They have stolen level at the last. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Substitutions taking place.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Looking to go deep. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And that is that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Milan certainly
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, a system promoted by the...
Cruyff! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
That is good alertness. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
He's having a shot! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cruyff tries to play it through.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Pirlo conjures time and space where few can. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Passing is crisp and sharp.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Lahm. Can he get on the end of this? Lahm. He's shifting through the gears here. Lahm delivers.
That's good defensive concentration.
Well, there's the clearance. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Knocks it into space. Pirlo. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Cole. Zola. And here's Van Basten. Threads one in. Oh, he's bustling through here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Not the most accurate pass. Half-time getting close now. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Cruyff. Lovely, now then. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Dida will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Oh, great save by Dida.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Roberto Carlos. Takes a shot! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
No, that's been intercepted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. It's Van Basten! Mateus. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And it's Lahm. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Milan looking to pass their way through. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. And this is Cruyff. Now Adriano! He should have put that one away.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, what a climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Some resolute defending there. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Thuram, done delicately.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Searching pass he's played there. Into the last 5 minutes. Nice looking ball. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Cruyff looking to penetrate opposition lines. And the shot! He has done it! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And that is that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Bale claiming the Man of the Match award. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
David De Gea, simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to earn the worldwide respect that now exists. From an insecure, hesitant spell, he's grown into a supremely confident and assured character.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now he's got space here. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Rijkaard.
Lahm. Good running, strong and purposeful. Fiore. He's away! Fiore! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Milan still without a single shot on target. Oh, he's onto this. And that's a throw-in. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Fiore. Zola is someone with real dynamite in his boots. This looks promising. Now the ball... Oh, what a clap! Off the post! And he's there to get it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Royce. And he's heaved it away. Zola. Milan are looking to break at pace. And he's away. Can he finish? Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Chance to deliver. Keeper has taken decisive action. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, this looks sharp. Threads one in. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How would you review the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another and we know it's an awful long way back.
Milan have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Quality ball. And it's Messi. And they win it back again. Fiore, And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Thuram, the man that is tenacity personified. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh, good take in a good area. Big chance! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zola. Nicely shaped ball. That looks a good ball through. And the shot! Goal! Milan! And they've got their lead back. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And here's Royce. Fiore. Oh, sweet feet.
Palmeiras really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That pass has been well intercepted. He's chosen to go back.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Aubameyang. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Desperate defending required here. Royce goes short. And this is Messi. Tries a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Messi with the short one. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Thuram. That's that, the end. Milan have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Van Basten picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. The unmistakable Daniel van Bouten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the T-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
Yeah, he's got one mighty shot on him. I think it's true to say he once burst a ball while taking a free kick.
I can actually imagine that.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start, free kick in a... Zola!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Nesta with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. Messi. And a chance! And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Prachuap have the chance to go the other way. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Cantona, played back. Milan are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And here's Messi. And he's really put himself on the line here. It's their second corner of the game. Messi goes short, and here's Messi, and Messi! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Messi probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
That is good alertness. And here's Cantona. Cruyff. He's got away. Shot a goal! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Messi picks it up out wide. Lahm plays it in. Thuram clears it away. Played out wide. Back towards the middle. Zola has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. No way through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Cole. Zola.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Messi! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Oh, that's a key interception. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Milan, number 10, Andy Cole.
Here we go again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Here's a chance! Oh, that is outstanding! About as smooth as it gets. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Rijkaard. Prachuap appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And the shot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. De Gea punts it upfield. Yamal. Nice interception, well timed. Chance here to counter. Bale. And it's Messi. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And Shevchenko! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Tries to play it through. Messi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now it's Van Basten. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lahm. That's a promising run he's making on the right.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Bale. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's there to... And the volley! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Prachuap have their second corner now. He gets big! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Prachuap complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Tries to cross.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
The whistle has gone and it is all over. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Milan absolutely...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Alessandro Costa-Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's position. Applies the finish! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Eze. Kaká. Messi. Chance, surely! He's played it long. Now it's Romario. And it's Van Basten. Now it's Pelé. Costa-Curta makes the interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Look at the space here. And a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Del Piero plays it short. Del Piero goes for goal! Alessandro Del Piero, another ice-cool goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Milan have the lead. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Van Basten. And here's Del Piero. Del Piero! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Pirlo. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Back to the keeper it goes. Dida, a keeper with complete command over his defence. Del Piero. Quality ball. Now it's Del Piero! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it?
Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's managed to get rid. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pelé. And here's He's gone for goal! Against the crossbar. Mateus goes steaming forward. Inzaghi is on. Inzaghi! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Nagatomo made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And here's Kaka. This might spell danger. And there is the half-time whistle. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Now, can they get him away? Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Nesta cuts it out. And here's Inzaghi. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Thuram. Not the most accurate pass. Romario. Now it's Van Basten. Del Piero going face-to-face with his great rival. Argentina are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Del Piero! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, cracking ball. There's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan find a position of real strength now. Pelé can see things others simply cannot. Pirlo.
That's going in strongly.
Del Piero. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played into space. Kaká. They're urging him to shoot. Just eases him off the ball. Pele. Milan are looking to break at pace. And it's Del Piero. Oh, well measured. Van Basten. Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Now it's Van Basten. Del Piero. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That ball looks a good one. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. Oh, great save by Dida. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And the counter-attack is on for Milan. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Del Piero voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening.